Robert.
Yo, what's shaking, AC?
Oh man, well, we are recording this on Canada Day. So
Yeah, we are.
I am in costume, in
In costume.
uniform. That's the word I wanted to say.
Okay.
So it'll come out a bit later for people than actual Canada Day, but for anybody that's watching, happy Canada Day and happy Independence Day to our American friends.
Absolutely. Yeah. They fall in the same weekend.
Yeah, we can all celebrate. And right in the middle of that is actually my birthday. So
Well, happy birthday.
thank you. That just slipped out. It's my birthday. Anyway, ranting time here.
Yeah.
All right.
So
You
have an idea.
Yeah, I do. I have an idea today.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes you have the idea. This time I have an idea.
All right.
I thought it would probably be a good idea to talk about franchisees, their why, and the fact that it can change. So I'm going to give a little bit of context here, and then I know you'll have some thoughts because you have franchisees, and you know people. So I always say it's really important to make sure that you are very clear on your franchisees' why, and by that I mean understanding what is motivating them. And when I say that, it kind of comes out differently for different people. It could be their why they like their day-to-day why. Like some people look at it as, I know for me, I think my why is I get really excited about being able to create transformational growth in the people that I interact with, whether that's through little baby action steps they take that lead to transformational growth, or sometimes bigger wow impact type things. But that really fuels me. That's like my kind of day-to-day why. You might also have a 10-year goal or a big, hairy, audacious goal, as we often say in business. But the point is, you need to know with franchisees, you need to know their why or what motivates them, so that when the going gets tough, you can remind them that, hey, remember, you're trying to achieve this certain thing. And then stay connected with, keep the action steps connected towards that, right? And always be coming back to that. But B is that why or that motivation can often change. So I think it's really important that we know what it is, and that we also check in on it and make sure that it's still what we think it is, and that the franchisee is aware. The franchisee might not even realize that their why has changed and not be thinking about it. So I know this is, a lot of franchisors might be like, whoa, like that seems like a lot of work and all that. But if you're trying to motivate franchisees, these are the kinds of things you need to do. So it comes down to franchisee performance and profitability, which is often part of the franchisor's why. Right? Profitability, performing franchisees so that they can make the impact they're trying to make the money they're trying to make to buy the things they're trying, like the franchisor. So there you go. Thoughts?
When the going gets tough, the tough drink whiskey. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of things here, right? Because you could totally mix up a why with a BHAG, with a mission, with a goal, and all that sort of stuff, And I mean, without getting into semantics, to me, like a mission is very specific to like a project, a mission of a company, a mission of an endeavor, whatever it is. It's clearly defined. That's what you're going after. And goals usually are steps towards that mission. Goals can also be steps towards your BHAG, right? Your BHAG, your big, hairy, audacious goal, is something really, really out of this world, right? And it could be related to business. It could be related to personal growth, whatever, right? You got to have something to say?
Well, just not just out of this world, but very emotional. I just wanted to add that in. The BHAG often can be something that like you really like, you feel it, you get shivers when you think about achieving it. So not just out of this world, but yeah.
But when it comes down to a why, to me, the way I define a why is that it transcends everything else. Whatever you're doing in your day-to-day life is towards the same why. What you're doing in your business is towards the same why. These are all different methods or steps or goals or visions or whatever to achieve this why. And it transcends all that. You can use your professional career to achieve that why. You can use your personal life to achieve that why, but it transcends everything. So it's not specifically linked to any particular one of those things, right? For example, a lot of people go to work or start a business to earn money. To me, that really isn't the why. Why are you earning that money? Do you want to save a bunch of turtles? Do you want to, achieve financial and personal freedom? That's the why. Because you could achieve financial and personal freedom by not doing it at this job. You could do it at another job or another one and still have the same why. It transcends the path.
Yeah, that's a good point. And also, yeah, because it could it's also it comes down to like what fuels you. I like, that's kind of how I like to look at it. Like what fuels you and what makes you feel fulfilled. Knowing that is really important. I don't know if that one changes as much though. I think the things that make you feel fulfilled probably are a little bit more stable. But I do think, okay, so let's go back over to like, say the BHAG or the 10-year goal. So say a franchisee, they get into the system and whether your agreement is 10 years or 5 years or whatever, but that by their goal, their long-term BHAG or the BHAG is to be able to take a year off and travel the world, say. If that's what you think that they're going for and fueled by and excited about, and maybe that changes down the road. They realize what they get really excited about is actually being able to put their 12 grandkids through a university post-secondary education of some sort. And now because they didn't have those kids originally, and maybe now they do. And they're like, that's what fuels me. And you're talking about that trip around the world. That isn't quite the thing. I think that's where I was kind of trying to go with this more than anything. Like, their motivation and their things can change. Another one that's actually, I'm going to keep going for a quick sec here, because I just remembered one that I see happening a lot. And actually happened even, it's happened, I've seen people directly, I guess I'll say that, where their original motivation is to build an asset and be able to sell the business down the road, or have a revenue stream, an income stream, and not have to work a ton. Or maybe they're okay to work hard, but at some point I see a lot of franchisees where their kids, they start to realize, hey, I have the freedom with this, that I can like drive my kids around to their activities. I can be more present in their lives. And so their why can become that. And what's risky and scary about that is that then they're less motivated to work hard in the business, and they'll often just sort of be leaving money on the table in a market. Mm-hmm. So that's a risky thing. That's like, you kind of want to catch that and then figure that one out. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think you're bang on here, because a lot of entrepreneurs, whether it's in franchising or not, tech startups or whatever, usually when it comes to financials, their whys revolve around extreme wealth. When you ask them about freedom, they're talking about, I want to go to an island this month and I want to go to Europe this month. And they're talking about extreme wealth. And at some point, maybe they fall into what you're talking about, where they're like, I don't need extreme wealth. I just need to replace my income so that I'm not working and I could be doing other stuff, maintaining the same quality of life. So it changes from a desire to have an increased quality of life to the maintainment of the same quality of life from a financial perspective, so that your personal quality can change, and this could be dangerous from a number of different standpoints: the individual's prerogative, the franchisors, the franchisees, the works.
Yeah, maybe that's another topic, actually, how to solve that. Maybe we'll have to, because that feels like a whole rant in itself on how to deal with that. But I think the point is to recognize, I think that if I were summarizing the point that I was hoping to make, is that recognizing that a franchisee's motivation can change, and like what motivates them, and trying to stay aware of that so that you can use what is motivating them.
Exactly.
And I do have an answer to that other problem, but it would be a longer one. So maybe we'll just wrap it up for now. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Go be awesome.